Hey, Lady TR is first in the house. How you doing? Good morning to you. How are you doing with that smile on your face? Good morning to you. Motivational hair, good morning to you. Glad I didn't run you away, girl. I was running some people away for the last couple of days. I'm like, no, 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 not you, baby girl. What you talking about? Did you go back over to live and see what I was talking about? Oh my, you guys. You guys been on my mind all night. Good morning, Motivation. I'm here. Gloria Bates, good morning to you. Jennifer Long, good morning. Di Rich is in the house. Helen Reed is in the house. Good morning. Bertha Williams, Eunice Patterson, good morning to you. Sherry Clark, been up most of the night. I want King found. I know you do. And we all do. Um, I'm a little bit late. I was trying to download 3 videos. Um, it was almost downloaded, and I said I gotta go on because it might be downloaded. You guys looking at my hangers? I gotta hang up some clothes. Oh, I would take y'all downstairs in the laundry room. Y'all be like, we done been all through her house. No, you haven't. Trust me, there's some rooms you ain't been in yet. I gotta get them all together. But I will. One of them is just storage and supplies and stuff. And but I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna give me some rest and get a little work done around the house. I just been working around the house so much that you guys are gonna hear the beeping noise. Please disregard it because I don't have. Um, well, I should call my electrician, but it really, once you get used to it, you guys will get used to it. I done got used to it. Um, but we'll take care of it soon as other stuff that's more important, like a leak that we've been working on for a couple of months. Um, that I think we figured out where the leak is and a cheaper way to do it because I do got a new roof on there and I don't want to tear it off. I just don't. So, we're going to do some. If we got to slide a whole bunch of tar up there just to get this real little bitty leak. And I'm telling you, it's no bigger than a pencil. That's how, I mean, it's no bigger than probably a little nail. And they want to, anyway. Anyway, Eunice, good morning. Diane, good morning to you. She said, yes, I was able to recap. Thank you. So now you see what I was saying. To see you in the house made me feel much better. But I do have some content creators that's been, they come in here. Oh man, I got a piece of hair that's bothering me. Hold on, you guys. There it is. And I tell you guys this all the time. They'll come in here and we'll put out some breaking news and they'll put it out, knowing that they came over here and got it. And that's okay. I can't do nothing about it. But yeah, that hair is still bothering me. Oh Lord. Anyway, they put it out real quick. And so a lot of stuff, when I get it, I might have to, there's my dog. What are you doing? What are you doing? You heard mama home. What are you doing, big boy? Hey, big boy. He said, I'm so tired. And um, good morning, Cherie. Good morning. So we have to be very careful when we got breaking news. Or do you guys still want it? She said, my bedroom closet. I'm working on 3 or 4 projects at one time. And you guys, that's how I do things. I can't work on one thing. I get so bored. So yes, I am still working on the roof. Uh, and it's not really bad like it's pouring in my house. It's not that. It's just you don't want you don't if you know you got a leak, fix it because guess what? You're going to have a bigger problem. Cuz if your wood gets the water in it and then the humidity and then the dampness and then that it's going to cause mold and then you're going to be inhaling that mold. You can get sick and stuff. So that's why we've been trying to nip it in the bud. And sometimes they cannot find the leak because when you have a roof and you have the shingles on there, that water can travel from this shingle to that shingle to this shingle to that shingle to this shingle to a space and then fall down. And you're thinking you're going to fix that hole right there or the leak right there. And the leak could be way somewhere else. And it's just traveling down. And it's right on the edge of my fireplace. So at first it was just a drip, drip, drip. And then we cut out the hole. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I took everything down and we haven't got it fixed. I'll show it to you guys because I'm not scared to show it to you. Right there. You guys see right there? So that's what we're trying to. And that's a little bit more important than that smoke detector, okay? So every time when you fix one thing, something else, something else, something else. Don't forget to hit that like button as you come in, please, you guys. Put that thumbs up. Put the thumbs up. Come on, I want to see the thumbs up. And then I'm going to talk to you guys about some things. Let me see who else is in here. V Honey, how you doing? Nice to have you in the house. Good morning. My bedroom closet. Tell them to hit that thumbs up. Please, you guys, hit the thumbs up. Yes, you don't even hear it anymore after a while. I know. Because it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me, but sometimes people do have sensitive ears, and I do. I can almost hear anything. In my sleep, I can hear the TV, and it bugs me to death. But some people, it is annoying. But then, like, not everybody has one that you can go buy from Dollar Tree or Dollar General or Ace Hardware store or something and just stick it up there. Put two screws up there, stick it up there, and call it good. That's not how this works. And I wish it was. Trust me, I do. But, well, no, really, I don't. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you the good thing about that, you guys. The good thing about that is a lot of my electrical work in this house is, it is hardwired. And the reason behind that is because they did something to my phone and I'm liking it a little bit. I don't know. But I could see you guys is I finally it's going away. Came back up. I could see you guys chat without using the other phone. Imagine that. Cheryl is in the house. Lovely Channel is in the house. Bertha's in the house. Lady J. Etta's in the house. Good morning. Carla, I was so disturbed yesterday how that caller attacked Cody. I felt so bad for him. Let's keep Cody in our prayers and keep King because the story seems that someone wanted a beautiful little baby little King. Carla, yes, you're right. And I knew that you had called in and somebody else was calling in and they were really trying to get in there. But I already had two people on the line. And I said to myself, I'm not going to ever try to put three people on the line again because people talk on top of each other. And it is sometimes it's so disturbing to me because I can't understand what one person is saying. So I don't know how we can get information out of that. Um, I prefer if someone wanted to, you guys, anytime, especially if we have someone come on the StreamYard, I wanted to make sure that we were talking to Cody. And so I invited him on the StreamYard because I knew somebody was targeting, acting like they were Cody on a lot of channels and chats and stuff. And, people can do that. They do it all the time. And they will answer questions. They know a lot about the case. And I don't know if that was the case. I don't know. I don't know. Because when you're in a case like that, it do get all messed up and discombobulated. And you can take out anger. Uh-oh. Hey, good morning to you.
Good morning, SP. I have a question.
Yes.
I know a lot of voices and things of this nature last night, and I just was like disturbed by the caller yesterday. And I asked you in the chat. I didn't know if you if you see my question, but I was asking, was that Brooke?
No.
Oh, okay. Because, I mean, she came in and she was going trying to tear the young man down, seemed like to me.
Right.
I don't know if anybody else seen it like that, but she came in to tear that young man down, whoever that was.
Well, I know for a fact that was not who you thought it was because I,
Right.
I had spoke to the young lady a couple of times and she was very angry because you know how you have compassion for a baby that's missing and she had information and she shared it and then she was targeted and not only that, blocked, threatened, chased pretty much out of town in
Oh, wow.
hiding. And so she thought when she did get a chance to speak to Cody, she was going to ask him for herself, but it just came out confrontational. So the best thing to do when, because people will be like, we not arguing. Yeah, y'all is.
Right. Well, my thing was looking at the whole scenario of the matter and looking at him yesterday on the stream yard, and I just was like, this baby has been through enough, and he's going through a whole lot to even realize that this is his little nephew, that nobody has been found of this baby. I mean, who can even say that the little baby is gone? I don't feel it in my heart that this baby is gone. I believe somebody trying to keep him.
To be honest with you, I think so too.
He's beautiful. That's a beautiful little baby, and you know what I'm saying. They probably, got some money going on behind him or something because that's a beautiful little boy.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I was kind of a little disturbed because the three videos, they're all three new videos. One of them is they did a march, and it was in the remembrance of King. And I'm like, in the
Right,
remembrance, you guys done
right, because
put
you ain't
this.
got no body.
Yeah, how are you guys gonna put this child to rest in the remembrance, and he could be still missing, just because.
Right,
And here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I'm so glad that you called in. But I don't understand how the news made us think that they had a
right,
body part or they
right,
had a video of them killing the child. And so it's so, right? It would be so then,
right,
right?
right, right.
But when the family, see, that's why it's so good that the family did speak out, and it's now only Cody really speaking out. Well, I mean, Amber is speaking out, but she's not. She's on those small, I wouldn't say they small chat groups, but they're individual chat groups, and people are not really hearing her. But I'm glad that Cody let us know that nobody's seen any video. They don't have a body
Right,
part, and it was just a text message where this young lady said she killed the baby.
I
That
think that what they're doing is they got some money behind this, and I think some big people is behind this. I'm kind of nervous for Cody because he's speaking out, and with him being on YouTube, if it's bigger than us, you mean, uh, they can target him too, because at this point, somebody had to target this baby.
well, I looked at, and I don't know if everybody's seen the video with Mara. So I got that, and I'm ready to upload it. I'm downloading it after we get off this live. It'll be up in 5 minutes. But when you pay attention to Mar, I can see now why he say he wouldn't hurt this child. He's got tears in his eyes and they're rolling down. And for a man to have tears in his eyes and they're rolling down, that don't mean nothing to me. I mean, I know you're not gonna hurt the kid, but you may still want that child. But I was just talking to a family member early this morning, and I said to myself, I said, why would you take this woman's child and hand it to another woman, and then when you check on the child, you checking, but this is supposed to be a babysitter. Why you just didn't bring the child back to the mother? And he was asked a question like that, and he was like, well, she was a good inspiration to the child. She was helping him to read and speech therapy. The child is 2. Read. Did he just say the child was? They were trying to teach the child to read at the age of 2.
Wow.
So when he said that, I'm like, okay, you're suspicious because children they got to learn their ABCs before they can read.
Right.
And then speech comes along with, I mean,
the ABCs and colors.
And I don't think he was slow developed because I seen some videos, and I think I got those videos where, the mom was interacting with him, and she told the baby to give his big sister a hug, and he went over there and gave his big sister a hug, and he was hugging on her, and so he understand commands.
Right.
He's age 2. That's all they're supposed to be doing is teaching them how to throw away things, pick up their toys, mama, daddy, what you want to eat, and then they talk a little bit. They're putting their sentences together.
Right.
Their speech is not going to be accurate. That's why my grandson say, instead of he's saying, he's sounding the words that he hear you say. He's a walking recorder.
Right.
He said, if I say come out the bushes, he think I said come ouch the bushes.
I love this video like that.
Yeah.
I love that little baby. And every time you do a video with him in there, I just look at him and I be like, how can people hurt a baby so innocent like that?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. Their speech is not going to be accurate at that time. And that's what's so cute about them because they're learning words and they're putting them together and they know how to say them at the right time and they'll look at you for a response and they'll know if they got it. Like my grandson said something like, he said, I want some, he heard his daddy say, I want some SEX.
Oh my.
So he told me he wanted some. I'm laying in the bed watching TV, just laying there in the bed. And Grandma. I said, what? I want some SEX. And I'm looking at him like,
Wow.
Okay. I said, well, then go get it. So he said, well, come on. So I'm looking at him like, what is he finna? I'm thinking to my mind, what is this boy finna come and show me?
Right.
And he takes me to the kitchen and he points at the cookies. Well, I guess he learned from his daddy, and then when he probably did or said the same thing that his daddy say, he wants some SEX. They told him that's cookies.
Right.
So he's showing me the cookies.
That's so cute. And
Girl,
that's what I'm saying. These babies are so innocent. How can you hurt them?
I know.
Oh,
I know. And you gotta,
and
you
it's
just,
just terrible.
yeah, you gotta pay attention to them because you'll take something out of content just because they repeat it or say it, but they're so cute. And this is a big 2 year old, 3 year old,
Right. Right.
and I don't see why and where they could. I don't believe that they took this child out. I just don't believe it.
I believe that baby's still alive somewhere and someone's got him hidden out because someone wants him. They waiting on things to die down.
Mhm.
They got him in a daggone state of he's dead. So if the world believes he's dead, they'll be okay with him, and they can live his life and change his name and everything, everything. And that's what I believe is going on. I don't believe in my heart that this baby is dead.
Right.
There's no body. The detectives can come to y'all and tell y'all that there's no body for you to daggone have to bury your baby. Come on now, somebody better find something.
Right. Right.
And we don't want y'all to go get no dead baby's body. Excuse me. To pretend that
Right.
because this is bigger than us. It's bigger than us. And they're getting these babies. They even think pedophilia is something that America is going to approve of. Like, I don't see that. I seen on TikTok the other day a grown man looking inside of a little girl's top, and she's pulling on his pants. So pedophilia now is a way of life for the pink toes. Excuse my language. That's what I don't be wanting to call the folks out there now. I call them pink toes. But that's what the world is doing. And it ain't cool. They think it's cool. But they can lock up 2 black men that's daggone been dealing, what is they, Bill Cosby and daggone R. Kelly and the daggone pink toes been doing it for years.
Right. Right.
Been doing it for years. So this is what I'm saying. This baby is this little boy is being hidden out. And they gonna change his name, they gonna change his whole life.
Oh, they're gonna change the way he look and everything.
Yes, they is.
Yep.
Somebody want that baby. I'm telling you, they what they doing with him is hiding him out and say he's dead. They can't find nobody. Now, where have you ever known that they ain't never found a body? We got too many detectives and too daggone much work after 48 hours. All of that stuff, them people be on it. Now, y'all ain't gonna tell me that this daggone thing done told y'all that they done killed the baby. So, where the baby's body at? Goofball McGraw. Y'all can't even put the story together.
Here's the thing, and someone's in the chat talking about, like, don't give the family false hope, but the only evidence they have is a text message says, "I killed him." That is not. That is not viable information to me, because you know what? If I didn't want to give you something back, I'll just tell you I threw it away.
That's it.
And you know what? And then I'll take my chances and my charges, and knowing that I felt in my heart that you were not a good mother, or you wasn't good to this child, or this child has been abused or something. Yeah, would I go to jail for that? Yeah, I would. Especially, I don't have no kids, and I'm loving this kid now like this is my child. This is my bone. This is my rib. Even though it's not, but I feel like it. Especially just like if someone gives me a child, and for a whole year, 2 years, I've been raising this child, loving on this child. I'm every time this child come over, it's not. I don't know this situation, but I'm just saying in general. Normally, I've seen children where they come into the home and they just dirty. I see children, they come in the home and they eat like they're in prison guarding their food. They like or they eat a whole pot of spaghetti and they want more. Their belly is stuck out. They want more. And I start feeding this kid, and now this kid is loving and happy and running around instead of I'm be honest. I'm gonna tell you something, and this is the truth. when I first got my youngest baby,
Mhm.
when she came to the home, I didn't think some of the things I've heard about kids when you get them out of the system. There's little things about them that you wonder what happened or what's going on. But I would put her
I'm one
in.
of them kids, SP.
Okay,
I'm one of those kids.
I would put her in the bed, and every time when I go back in the room, she is either in the closet or underneath the table sleeping. And I wonder,
Aww.
yeah, I wonder what happened, you know? I mean, I would literally
Wow.
have to find her somewhere hidden. Just she would never want to sleep in the bed. And so,
They probably made her sleep in closets in the way that she was sleeping, so she wasn't used to a bed.
right, but she was only but 2. But she was the
Wow.
cutest thing, girl. She was the cutest thing. And the cutest little thing. I mean, when you get them, when
Yeah.
we always, just like, kids and men, we always want to clean them up and dress them up and stuff. And,
Yep.
you know, um, but everybody, when they started seeing the baby, they was like, whose baby is that? And girl, she always had to have the best.
Yes.
Um, and, so I
So
would
what, you
always,
adopted her, or that was your baby?
yeah, I adopted her.
Aww.
And I would still put the pictures out there because I knew, how the family wanted to see her or whatever. And you know what?
Mhm.
I thought that was the best thing to do, but it caused problems down the line. But nevertheless, I allowed them to
To interact with
yeah,
her and
make
stuff.
sure they see she was living her best life growing up,
Yeah.
and they didn't have to worry about her. Uh, you know, maybe every year make sure that the people that they think like they didn't. I would tell them to share the picture, but act like they not trying to share it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But share it with them
Right.
so that they knew. Because girl, I heard everything that they was gonna do this to me and that to me, and they gonna when they find me, they gonna take and do this. But I raised that girl.
Aww.
Sure
So
did.
how old is she now, SP?
She's 17. She finna turn 18 this year.
Aww.
Yep.
Wow.
Mhm.
We just got to keep this family in prayer because we just don't even understand. Now, this story is just crazy.
Yeah.
And my thing is, another thing, SP, if the guy daggone is in jail, he already gonna do time for it. So tell him if the baby's body is somewhere, tell him or let them take it. Because the forensics is always gonna take them to
You
where
say
they did the crime.
what guy?
The thing,
The what?
the supposedly person that's supposed to have killed the baby.
The babysitter?
Yeah.
Oh, they say she's a woman.
Oh, is it? I mean, I'm sorry. I thought it was that's why I said thing. So it's on the woman's side of the jail.
She's in the woman's jail.
Oh, okay. Well, alrighty then. Well, I guess I got my bag over strong mixed up. I thought they said it was a thing, a shim.
No, no. Someone we haven't got no kind of. I mean, there's some features in there that that is questionable, but
So
the
is because I thought that was a shim, honey.
but
You
the
couldn't tell me otherwise.
but the but when I called and I called personally because we were fax checking. Now, I know they can't tell me, but first I wanted to see was she in the men's jail or the women's jail, and found out that she is in a woman's jail. Then I asked, you know, the question, and the man told me she can only be here if she was a woman. But I do know that they can't tell you anything different. But so we have to respect her into that until
Right.
elsewise. But someone did come on and say that she lost a child, so she was impregnated at one time too. So if she did do a transition transvestite cannot
They get pregnant.
cannot get pregnant. So
Right.
I'm just assuming that she is a female
Wow.
until until someone that can say that they know her from a younger age, and all of that's just cloud and cover up. But a couple of people said that when she was young, she was a female then also, but that's all we know.
Oh, okay. Well, all I know is we need to just keep this family in prayer because I know they just as confused as we all
Well,
is at this point.
well, the reason why I say that, and to be honest with you, to tarnish somebody's image would be a very bad thing to do
Right.
if it's not
That's
if it's
defamation of character.
yeah, if it's not true. So we can only go by the evidence that we see and not by what we look at and it looks like. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Right.
So we have to respect that in that.
Well, okay. So, with her saying that she did this, how
Huh?
come they ain't? They took her to where she supposedly has, discarded him.
She didn't say she did it. There's a That's what Cody was saying. It's a text message that she sent to somebody, and she could have sent it to Marv when he was like, "You didn't give the baby back" or something. I don't know who she sent the text message to, but she sent a text message to somebody. This is what Cody said, and the text
Mm-hmm.
message said that she killed the baby. She said, "I killed the baby." And remember somebody on her T Park's mother or aunt's live.
Mm-hmm.
They said, "What
Mm-hmm.
about the two babies we killed last week or something?" So that don't make a lot of things do not make sense to me. Like, um,
Wow.
Lady T.R. saying that T Parks confessed it to her lawyer. I have receipts. Well, send the receipts, Tr, because you're saying it, but I haven't seen no receipts that she confessed to a lawyer. Why would her lawyer sit out there and tell people she confessed it to the lawyer?
Right.
I heard that she confessed it to the lawyer, but that's not what we go by. She confessed to her lawyer. That's confidential information. How could you have receipts that she confessed it to her lawyer? A lawyer would
Wow.
not tell you that.
So I ain't gonna tell you that. That's daggone something that you keep to yourself.
The lawyer's not going to tell. Her lawyer is not going to. Her lawyer is not going. Even if he got it, the lawyer is not going to come on national TV
No,
saying
man.
my client confessed it. So Kira posted it after T Parks was arrested. You got a snapshot of it? Send it.
Wow.
Send it. No, I know you didn't say you spoke to the lawyer, but you got a snapshot of it. Sending it, baby. She says she's sending it now. Um,
Oh.
and and you know, um,
Well,
the police said Cody said the police said that they got a there's no video. There was a
right.
text message that she said to someone she killed the baby. And and then there was she was, I guess, supposedly have a suitcase and um trying to move a suitcase somewhere. He could have been stuffed in that suitcase alive, and they done moved that baby and got that baby in hiding. I don't believe that they killed that baby.
No. And they can't find nobody.
You cannot make me think right now that they killed that baby.
Somebody paid them for that baby. And this is a big thing.
Because this is what the police officer said. Now think about it. Think about it right now. The police officer said that Marv called her and said that did you take the baby to the mama or whatever, and all this other stuff, and then that's when Kiara and Redhead and everybody supposed to have went and met with Amber and Cody, and then they were supposed to be able to identify him, right? And do the handoff to the baby. Handoff like it's a drug or something. Do the handoff. That's what they call it, the handoff. But that handoff never did happen. Cody wasn't there. Cody, he said he wasn't there. His phone wasn't there. His phone pinged somewhere else. They didn't even know him or anything. They were saying that she was down the street. She wouldn't get out the car. See what I'm saying? With all due respect, everything they have told Amber or Cody, they have announced on social media. If I was FBI, I wouldn't expose all the facts. Look at the charges. Right?
Wow, this is terrible.
Let me see. Did you send that picture? I mean, did you send? Hold on. Don't hang up. Let me see if she sent it. Because I want to see. She ain't seen it. See, people be telling me stuff.
What, somebody said they had told Amber already. They had announced on social media.
She didn't send it. That was a lie T Parks told to fit the narrative. Right. I thought you was gonna send that. I thought you was gonna send that receipt, girlfriend. See what I'm saying? And what the hard thing about it is, um, you know, I sent it to you already. I'm looking for it in my photos. You didn't send it to me. I'm looking at
Okay, well, I'm
what's
going to be looking and I'm going to go in the comments.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. I got Tiana's attorney's name and everything. So go back SP in the photos I sent you. Give me a minute. Okay, I'll give you a minute. To all the first timers and new family, welcome in. If you haven't became a part of the family, please like, subscribe, and share. Enjoy your time in the conversation room. Yes, she's gonna try to get that. We just got in Tiana's attorney information. So let me see. We got Tiana's attorney's information. Let me see how big this attorney is, you guys. Hold on. Oh, she got her a white attorney. Blue collar and white collar criminal defense, civil right and plaintiff side employment discrimination matter. Civil rights, employment and stuff. He's not no high publicity cases and the media. Okay. Difficult cases. Yep. Super lawyers. Rating 10. He She do got her a nice attorney. He's not all that, but let me see. Right. And it's hard for me to be putting this out here because I just seen this morning, I put out that breaking news and other content creators went and put it on their page. They was like, oh, but oh, it doesn't matter, baby girl. I'm not mad at you. I would have done the same thing, but I gotta watch what I say. It's just so weird. Yeah, we're gonna check out her attorney. We're gonna call and we're gonna just like T Park Google head injury. FBI exposed that too. We forgot about that. Yeah, but hold on, you guys. See, um, so anyway, let me get back in the room. I'm sorry. Well, I'm gonna wait until you off. Okay, watermark your stuff when you put it out there. I be trying to, Kai. I be trying to, but it even if I watermark it, what I did actually was I announced it and they went and got it real quick. That's okay. But that's why people be like, she stole my picture. She stole my video. I ain't stole nothing. You came over here stealing. I ain't, You came over here stealing. And I ain't even tripping. That's just the way it is. Anyway, let me get back on what we were talking about. Um, until they find the body, I'm not gonna believe. Yes, exactly. Can you strike them? Nah, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Nah. Check out Chrissy TV. She has Marv's new interview in their take on the one video. I'm not trying to check out anything. I'm not trying to check out anything. I don't even mention uh, other people's channels in this chat room. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I said. I don't promote other people's channels, especially when they come and they steal from me. I definitely don't promote them, and I don't let nobody in here promote them. Mm-hmm. See, that's what I'm saying, you guys. It's your hard work and content. I hate to hear others are not giving you credit. No, they don't. No, they don't. Oh, I know. I know. The minute that I put it out there, they ran and got it. That's okay. That's okay, SJ. I owed you one. That's your one. Okay? We even. Oh. Hold on, you guys. They're calling private.
the family that's supposed to park us out of the family. When I went on Planet of the Fakeness, they started to stretch that boy Cody. He need to tell and press charges, tell them they tried to tamper with evidence. You know how you threaten
What?
people with the evidence? They
What?
telling him and his sister to come on, they all about that. They don't want no smoke. I said that started from that show when that girl was on there. That girl said she was from T. Parker's side of the family. Now they trying to fight them people. Now they trying to fight Cody and his sister, telling them they all about that and this and this. They tampering with that. You can't straighten the evidence, and you might be getting locked up, but they straighten that boy now. It's on Planet of the Fakeness. They threaten him.
Oh, okay.
So you need to tell them to press charges because they talk about they all about that and he don't want no smoke.
Well, no. Let me explain to you one thing. First, they made a video. Kiera and her aunt made a video, and Planet of the Fakes went over there and got the video and put it on his page. So they didn't go over to the Planet of the Fakes. We got the same video also.
But you got the video where they threatening him, telling them
Yeah.
they don't want no smoke, they won't come out. You can't do that when the case is open.
Right, but
I know.
that was at the beginning. That was
Oh, I thought that happened all just yesterday when he got on the line.
no. That was when they were at the beginning, and they just had came in from being down there at the police department. Remember, the lady said she had to leave the airport the same day.
Right.
The same day that they made the report was July the 7th. Then they were down there July the 8th. That's
Right. She said she had to go to Texas because she got 3 kids, like some people don't have their kids. That's why she went to Texas, because she got 3 kids and she about her kids. Not for her leaving your kids for a month and a half.
right.
A year and a half. Yeah, she did
Right.
say that.
Right.
But I'm sorry to wake you up, but I was like, wow, it getting real.
No, matter of fact, you didn't wake me up. We're on live right now.
And I was like, this crazy, but I feel like they trying to intimidate that girl and try to fight them people, which a female can't be the male. Talk about their family all about that too. A female can't be the male, and you can't tamper with evidence while the case is still open.
Right.
Because it was Amber and him, he was
I
showing
told
Amber
her
the
we were
picture
live, and she still
of what
talking.
they
See
were
what I'm
saying
saying?
because she didn't
People
see
do
it.
this all the time.
I was like, wow, it's just a crazy world. We had our last days anyway, so we got to stay prayed up anyway.
Right. Right.
But that's what I wanted. I didn't want to make. I didn't meant to wake you up. I didn't know you had it or not.
No, you didn't wake me up. I keep telling you, we're on live right now.
Oh, we on live. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. That's what I wanted. I apologize. And
That's
I'll
okay.
let you go.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Lady TR says she found it, you guys. Hold on. Shelly, I get it all the time. Let me see what TR is sending real quick. Oh, snap. She said she found it. Where's it at, baby dude? She said found it. Okay. So, what she found is, it says, I'm lost for words right now. This is what Kiera Shante Rosie says, I'm lost for words right now. I just found out that everything my cousin babysitter was telling me was a lie. That's what Kiera said. I do not have the details on what happened to Baby King. Apparently, she admitted to her attorney. Only so I'm only so I'm waiting for the breaking news tonight to get clarification, because right now I'm lost, confused, hurt, and feel betrayed by someone I trusted. Now hold on. Lady TR. This is this is Kiera assuming. Listen, see, you guys, y'all read more into something than the comments are under Kiera. I feel so betrayed post. Okay, now listen to this. Now, how did you get that this is a receipt? Because Kiera said it. Because Kiera said that she has not spoken to her cousin since. Kiera says, I am lost for words right now. I just found out that everything my cousin babysitter was telling me was a lie. I do not have the details on what happened to Baby King. She says apparently she admitted to her attorney. Kiera came on live and said she don't know nothing. I read the same thing, but I didn't get out of there that she admitted to her attorney. That's what Kiera said. We're assuming the FBI is lying, SP. No, I'm not assuming the FBI is lying. I'm not assuming the FBI is lying. What I'm saying is Kiera been lying. Kiera is the one that said that they had a baby to Cody and Amber. Kiera was the one that came on crying, talking about forgive me. Well, if your cousin lied about one thing and you say you ain't spoke to your cousin, how can you assume that she done told the attorney something? She assuming that she told the attorney. The news came on and said something about a video. There is no video. Cody said it's a text message. Even though they publicly said they have evidence King is deceased. That's what they said. They didn't say nothing about she admitted to an attorney. Kiera says apparently she assumed something. Again, opening her mouth and then gonna say I'm sorry later on because she gonna have everybody thinking that she done confessed it to an attorney. She didn't even have no attorney at that time. She got one now. She didn't have no attorney. She just got the attorney. This was she said apparently I read that mess. Kiera is just talking. Yes. So that's why I tell you guys, this is not a receipt. This is assumability. This is assumability. That's why I said this is not a receipt because Kiera said. Now, had Cody not opened up his mouth, we would take everything that Kiera said and Redhead said, and we can run with it because that's all we have and that's all we know. But the news said this, and Cody is Amber's brother. And you know what? He definitely don't want to say something that is not so. If he don't know, surely she hasn't talked to the babysitter T Parks. Where is the receipt that King is alive? Where is the receipt that King is dead? You want to look at the glass halfway empty. I want to look at the glass halfway filled. It can swing both ways. That door can swing both ways because there's nothing there. But right now, I can be in my phone. Okay, let me put it like this. Let me put it like this. I don't know. I think you were in the room the other day. And I'm just giving my dog snores. Move. I was in the room the other day and a young lady came in. It could swing both ways. That's my point. Yeah, it can swing both ways. But I would rather stay on the high road because one thing, we're talking about a child. The other thing is we're talking about other people's lives, and this child's life matters. So, if this was my child, I would rather take the glass halfway filled that he is alive. I would rather look at the glass that there is still some hope instead of, uh-oh, here we go. This is SP. How you doing, Lady TR?
I am doing okay considering King still is not found. I want to take a moment to just come on and clarify some things because sometimes message gets
Yes.
construed in these text messages. You know, I'm trying to put everything that I'm feeling into 2 or 3 sentences.
Yes. Call in anytime you want.
I'm not saying by any stretch that I'm right and you're wrong or vice versa. What I'm saying is I see a lot of emotion as far as people making decisions on what they believe. Now, each individual can take from it what they wish, and they apply it to the things that they come across.
Right.
Now, me myself, you know, I'm pounding the pavement with this case. This is my city. We came together over quite a few cases ago dealing with children. Right. So that's how we all got here, because of cases like this. I have vested interest because it's happening in my city and I have access to things that are going on personally.
Right.
All I'm saying is I want us to, number one, look at the charges. I want us to look at the charges. And please, anybody can fact check me. When I post something in the chat, I'm not always right, but I try to be efficient. I go and dig. I look things up. I cross-reference. I check the comments because you find out a lot of information. I'm in 4, 5, 6 of King's groups, and each one of them are saying different things because the person who created it, they have different agendas.
Oh, right. They have a different objective. If a person is pro, they're going to post all the pros. If a person is non-pro, they're gonna post the non-pro things. They're not even going to bring out the good. They're gonna always post the negative. Or
yes,
you see what I'm saying? Okay.
There's people like me who hang in the balance. Who I don't have a vested interest with King's family or Marv's family or Tiana's family, and I'm looking at all of the evidence objectively. But the conclusion I come to is going to be based heavily on my experience.
Okay.
Right. So here in the city, I'm very familiar with the culture. A lot of people with putting out the information and sharing our group, the family inside of these groups, we've gained a lot of family members, and they've, you know, some people are coming in and saying something that some people are just watching. And I want us to get back to what I was saying, to go back and look at the charges.
Right.
Go and look at FBI and their success rate in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
They a 93% success rate, which means that when the feds get involved, they are very thorough in their investigation and they're quiet with it. So the things that they have developed since that press conference, they haven't exposed to the public. One other thing I want you to keep into consideration is I love Cody, and I love that he's on this campaign to find justice for his nephew. But I do believe that his public platform and stance is hurting this investigation. I really do.
Why?
Everything he has discussed with the authorities, he's making it public. And I think that's hurting the case. That's just my opinion, though.
Okay, yeah, that's just your opinion, but you know, so I'm gonna say this because, you know, this is not a Team Cody thing. This is, you know, basically it's Team King. But,
for sure,
I'm gonna have to say, I put myself in the person's shoes, and I know reporting on things. I put myself in that person, and I'm not saying Cody, and I'm not saying King, I'm talking about the mother. I'm putting myself in the mother's shoe. What would I do? Or if that was my niece or nephew, what would I do? Would I look at the cup halfway empty because of FBI rating or because of something you're not showing me, you just saying? I would still, whether it's a feeling or it's whatever, I could not be in agreement with just because of somebody's statistics. Because let me tell you something. I see it all the time, and I don't do what you do, but me being a nurse, I see doctors with PhDs with all these initials behind them, and I guarantee you they mess up all the time. Let me tell you what happened to me when I was having my first child. Okay, I was having my first child, and I've never had before. So I'm in the hospital. My water done broke. My stepfather takes me to the hospital. I want to wait until my mother gets there. My mother finally gets there. I'm in the hospital and I'm in pain. I'm in pain. And I've seen all the videos. I done talked to my doctor and all this other stuff. And so they're like, Miss SP, you dilated to one. And I'm screaming bloody murder. And she's like, SP, you're dilated to two. I'm screaming bloody murder. She's like, SP, you're dilated to three. You need to calm down. You watch too many videos. She told me I was drama. I told the nurse, and this is like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, back the F up and call my doctor. If this is the pain of three, and I'm high tolerance of pain, I'm not going to make it to 10. I'm not going to make it to 10. She says, I've done this a million of times. This is just a 3. You can get through it. I said, don't touch me no more. Get my doctor now. Something is wrong. She comes back in and she says, the doctor wants me to check you out. I said, I told my room, call my doctor. Something is wrong. My doctor has to get out of the bed because I'm not going to let nobody look at me no more because you're not listening. When the doctor comes in, he's like, Miss SP, why are you giving them trouble? I say, something's wrong. They look between my legs and my child is coming out breech. Legs first. She would have ripped me to pieces. Stat a C-section immediately, having my mother sign and rush me in there to cut me open and pull this child out. Had I listened to this woman with this PhD and all her statistics of 1 million children she has helped delivered, I would be dead. I have a stepchild that we went to the doctor. They had diagnosed her with HIV. I told her I don't believe it could be so. They tested her 3 times. Told them take a rapid test. I've told everybody on this channel. We tested her again. She said the odds for it to not to be would be she says 1 out of 166,000. It tested negative.
Well, all it takes is that one.
All it takes is that one.
I am not debating with you. And that's why I came on, because I need to say this so that the chat hears what I'm saying. I am not pro anyone. I'm just looking at all of the evidence objectively. And the questions that I have put into the chat is because I really want feedback from people and what their stand is, where this is concerned, and why they don't trust the authorities. I live in a place where people get beat up by the FBI, not the police, because the police couldn't handle this. And they said that in the press conference. That's the reason that they reached out to the FBI, because their technology is more sophisticated. They had to do forensics on her phone in order to uncover the stuff that she deleted, obviously, because they weren't able to access that information when they initially. If that's the case, right? If I'm going to take what you say and indoctrinated, make it my full belief, then I can't believe anything that's going on in this case. If I don't believe what the authorities say, then I can't believe anything else in this case either. We all have to look at it from.
Well, here's the thing. No, not really, but in some cases, information gets documented wrong, and then just like if they made a mistake and called her a male, then there's some mistakes there. And what I'm saying, there's a lot of people in jail right now that is innocent, and so what I'm saying is, if there, what I'm saying is, only,
Now,
huh?
that's a typo. That's a typo. That's a processing error.
That's a big typo problem right there.
But that's a processing error, and that's done by personnel, somebody who does the intakes for the prison. But when we look at 9 charges, right? You look at 9 charges and the specifics of the charge. If you look up the charges and what the charge umbrella covers, then you have to come to the discerning conclusion that they have some viable evidence.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not my personal opinion. That is the law. I'm looking at the law. I'm looking at the charges that she has. I looked up each individual charge and what they need in order to charge her with that. And based on that, the testimonies, the comments, the posts, the lives that I've been watching, the foot pounding that I've been doing down 31st in Montgomery, the conversations that I've had with people at the masjid, the imam, what conclusion I'm coming to is I don't understand how the people are questioning what the FBI is saying when all 9 of these charges support a body. There's a body involved in this. So that we are not valuing our future, because that's what King is. He's the future.
Right.
And that's all. I'm just saying, everybody listening, let's go back to the beginning. Can we do that? Can we take out what people have called and said, and can we look at what we have, solid, concrete evidence, and then start building from there? Because a lot of this stuff is like they're just spinning things now. Okay. We're not to hold people accountable because they're putting in anonymous tips or whatever. When I said I had a receipt for what Kiara said, it's simply that, a receipt for what Kiara said.
Right.
Obviously, I haven't talked to attorney. Obviously, I haven't talked to Tiana. But this is how you investigate a case. You pick it apart. And then we come together collectively and discuss what we found. And we shift through it.
Right. So, but I thought when you said, first of all, I thought when you said you had a receipt, it wasn't said that you had a receipt, what Kiara said. You said you had a receipt to, that this is what was said, or this is what the attorney said. I mean, T. Parks has confessed it to the attorney. So I thought when you were going to bring a receipt, you was going to bring a receipt where the attorney has either made a comment to the news or made a comment on a newspaper or something. Not what Kiara said, because Kiara, you can disregard what Kiara said from the beginning, because she's sitting there apologizing because she was believing everything that T. Park said. Not only she's trying to get herself out of the situation, because guess what? Not only her cousin told her these things, she said it on her live that she was there when that child was handed back to the mother. She said that.
Oh, I know.
So I can't even. That's all I'm saying.
It's still up to the individual, SP. Even with all lies that we know that she told, somewhere in there is some truth. And when you look at the video objectively, you take from it what you will, and you leave what you will. And what I got from it, right, when she was defending herself, that she gave up that little tidbit of information, and I believe that that's what she was given. But that's just me. So that's what I'm saying. Even if I was a paid professional, I'm not. I'm not a forensic investigator. I don't have any formal training. It's just based on the last 10 cases that I worked on and digging and finding information. It's just that simple. So it's not a judgment. I'm not looking at the glass half full. I'm not looking at it half empty. I'm looking at it when I check my emotions. Because when I get emotional about it, then it fades my vision. I'm not seeing things clearly, and now I'm putting and projecting what I think happened or what I meant. And everybody's going to do that.
Right.
But that's how we have this family to come together and we look at the stuff. But I don't want anybody saying just because I'm giving pushback or asking the difficult questions or pointing out things that people might be uncomfortable with that I'm against it, because I'm 100% king. I want him sound, good, bad, or indifferent. I want him to be laid to rest, so I want him to be reconnected with his family. And that it's just that simple. But in the process, I've uncovered a lot of things that are questionable. I've uncovered things that make me say, I've uncovered things that say, oh, that's it. That's the truth right there. And it might not be.
Well,
but like I said, let's get together and talk about it.
Right. So, so you'll know, my phone, I have to sit by this charger so that we can talk, because, girl, I wanted to hear what you had to say. But, no, I get what you're saying. It would be very easy to take that road and want to be on that side, because the probability could be that, especially if he's still missing and nobody's talking, and the ones that are talking, there's a whole different, conversation. But I understand that when you said go back and look at the things, and that's what I pulled out from just my remembrance, that when Kiera was on there talking about, she didn't do this, and they handed that baby back, you would assume that she was telling the truth because she was the only one speaking out. And then the aunt or the family member redhead sit next to her, and they were talking about they were going to give all this smoke, and they got family, and they can come and get this smoke. And you felt like they was telling the truth. So when she posted and said, well, I'm hurt and I feel betrayed. How do you feel betrayed? Because you added to the problem when you said you were there when this child was handed back to the mother. You applied yourself in the equation. So for her to say apparently she talked to the attorney, I wouldn't use that as a receipt, because you've already lied, and now you're sitting there crying because people's asking you, what did y'all do to this child? And they're attacking you because you lied. You basically lied. And now you're saying you didn't know nothing. This was what told to you. Now when the people ask you, you said you made another live, and you turn around and say you have not even spoke to your cousin. So now you're assuming that she told her attorney this, and then you said that was a receipt. That was just her assumption, and her assumption doesn't.
I'm the person that brought this.
Okay, I don't want people to miss it. Okay, go ahead, because I'm on this charger now.
Yeah, so I questioned a lot of what they said and their motives, because at this point we did not even know who Tiana Parks was. They did not give her name.
Right.
They said arrested somebody, and when Kiera went live first, and then the other one, and then they went, I questioned it. We talked about that, and I said, what's the motive behind them taking this public stance to defend this girl that we don't even know who she is?
Right.
And they put themselves out in the public. And when you do that, it's up for public scrutiny. And that's the reason that I'm not interested in having a channel with all the footwork that I do when investigating, because I don't want people coming at me for the things that I say because that's what I thought, when I'm not an official. I'm not an authority.
Right.
And I can't make no rules. And that's why I get into these groups, because it's a platform that you can go and express yourself. And even if it is just an opinion, you can put it out there and people can say what they want to say.
Right.
But it's not a personal attack.
Right.
And
Right.
just that
Right.
that
But you do know every time when you go into a certain platform, they have that certain kind of like if you go into church, they're gonna have hope, prayer. They're gonna have this and have that going on. If you go into a bingo hall, they're gonna have numbers. They're gonna have wishing people wishing to win. They're gonna have lotteries and things of that. When you go into certain platforms, when people you're going to have that not feeling but spirit of how they're going to understand or the concept is going to be given, you know. And I'm not saying that this platform is a, I'm just saying, well, it's spiritual, a lot of spiritual. I can't even say a little, a lot of spiritual. So just like a nurse, I'm going to be honest with you, we believe in life. I don't care if you killed Tommy Joe. My job is to make sure if you need assistance and aid, I give it to you. Some other person may say, let that monster die. You see what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
what I
And I support it
so what I'm
100.
saying is, so if I went into an atheist platform and then I want to read scriptures, yeah, you can, but there will be scrutiny, and then if you even come the wrong way, you're gonna feel alienated. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, so it's not that you get beat down because you have an objective to what is said. It's just saying if there's a room full of people that's hoping and praying for this child to come home, and we're looking for the positive outlook, and we understand that it don't look good. We understand that. But if the negative do come, we want the original and the genuine receipt, because anybody can say, I killed this person and didn't. Anybody can say, apparently they got this. You know, that's why I said, who's the attorney? When he said she got an attorney, I want to check this attorney out. I'm not saying, oh, everything Cody say is true, but I want to see if this is a good attorney. I want to see what the ratings is on this attorney. Do she have did she hire this attorney, or is this state appointed attorney, or is this just somebody that just doing such and such? By the look right now, without me digging in, and one of the family members sent it to me, it looks like she do got a nice attorney. And then we'll never know who's paying for it or whatever. But what I'm saying is, every platform's going to have some kind of biased way of how they think. So when you come in a platform that is more of a, I say positive, or we're waiting for a better outcome, I mean, 99% of the cases, they're going to come out the bad. You know what I'm saying? Especially if a child is gone after 10 days. But there is a little hope out there, you know?
For sure. I'm
And
definitely
this is not getting into feelings. This is just saying, if this was my child, I wouldn't want anybody around me that's sitting there saying, hey, SP, your child been gone for 10 years. Just accept the possibilities that they're dead. Guess what? The police got all these charges. And guess what? They seen this and they seen that, and they hand you a foot. Your child is gone. I don't want nobody around me saying that until you bring my child home or bring them in a box. Don't tell me that until I see my child, because guess what? You can show me everything, but the knife. You can show me, what they said. You can show me what they did, what they ate for breakfast. But until you show me that child, I am not going to get it. I'm not going to get it, and I cannot accept it, because I've got that little bit of hope, and that stays in me, and I can't accept anything else, because I serve a God that is so powerful that, you know what, if he didn't want it to be, with all the evidence in the world, it would not be. And until he shows me and say so, that's what I have to go with.
it's just that simple. I have subscribed to this platform and encouraged other people to do it because of the way that things are handled here. And it's just that simple. Now,
Right.
I was going to read the comments, but I ain't going to. It's
Oh, go
okay.
ahead, because we've been
I,
buffering. We've been
I,
buffering.
I love y'all. Even we
I
gonna
like
get paid.
I like that we think differently because I don't want to be in agreement with everything because you could be wrong. And like I said, I don't want that to happen. Do I think that he could be? You know, I think it, but I don't want to believe that because I still have that hope. I just still have that hope. I don't get angry because somebody say this. I just say, show me the receipt. Show it to me. Because if you could show me something very valid, other than what somebody just said, especially a liar, that girl will lie. She lying. She trying. You know what? If I was Cody's and them family right now, I would have her brought up on charges because you hindered the investigation to my
Well,
daughter or my son, my
and
nephew by that lie. If you
you
did
know
not
why?
hinder,
Because it's still an open investigation.
yeah,
So those charges may be pending. And if you go and look at the charges, family, Tiana has already been charged with hindering and obstruction of an investigation. So they know that she did meticulous things to try and in a different direction.
yeah. And you know
Just not
what? That
do what they do. And I'm telling you, somebody else is getting some more charges because she communicated with somebody. Something happened with their cell phone.
right.
Something happened with their cell phone, and they haven't divulged it yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is we have to let them get that information. It's next week. I'm going to their hearing if they allow people in that courtroom.
Right.
If they don't allow people in the courtroom, I'm going to be outside of that courthouse.
But-
Okay,
but-
I'm pounding the pavement, and I'll have receipts for that.
One thing I want you to remember though, there has never been a body where you can take it and dispose of it and it can just never be recovered. Nothing never can be recovered. There's going to be a trace of something, whether it's a bone, a tooth, a piece of hair, or something.
They have that. They have abuse of a corpse as a charge. They have that she was possession of the instrument of crime. So whatever she used, I don't know if it was the suitcase, if it was a knife, if it was a gun, if it was a bat, she was still in possession of it when they arrested her. That's why I'm saying, please go back to the charges, look at the charges, look up the charges and see what the criteria is for them to charge this girl with the things that they have charged her with.
Okay, so why don't we do that Monday? Why don't we do that Monday? Why don't we look at the charges and we're going to discuss it Monday?
Perfect. I have them written down, the explanation, and some examples.
Okay, but if something else come up, that'll be on our agenda Monday evening at 5 p.m. We're going to go through the charges, and you can be our co-host. You can come. You want to come on the StreamYard?
And it's not necessary. I'll be there. If I have to call in and talk in, if you'd like me to be on the panel, it doesn't matter.
Come on the panel. We always you ain't scared, is you?
I ain't scared, not at all, not by a long shot.
Okay, come on the StreamYard. We gonna talk about these charges because I mean I don't know what it's gonna get us, but if you anytime anybody want to talk about the chart, like have a suggestion, it's open to any and everybody. Let's talk about these charges because because they have a charge of like obstruction. Obstruction could be I deleted it. That's obstruction. I deleted it. Obstruction is I told somebody a lie so they and told them to tell the lie. Like Kiera. That's obstruction.
It's a large umbrella.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But
but very specific.
But I don't want to spend a lot of time on it, but we'll do it Monday because that's taking us away from looking, putting his picture, but as long as we can keep his name in our mouth, it's going to be, I believe it's going to be good and it can be profitable for everybody.
Yes, ma'am. And if anything comes up between now and Monday, you already know I'm in your inbox, honey.
Right.
All right, so I'm going to get off because I don't want people talking about I took too much time up here. And let anybody else come in if they want to.
Okay.
Thank you for I appreciate that you jumped on this case and you put Warriors to Children to work.
Yes.
Okay?
All right.
That's what
Thank
we.
you.
All right. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye
All right.
bye.
Bye bye. You guys, that was Lady TR. Um, you guys, see, if I would have been like, I gotta go, I'm sitting on the floor. You guys, I'm sitting on the floor trying to be next to this charger, and I know it buffered really, really bad. I know it buffered really bad because my phone my screen went black, and I was like, no, I'm gonna give her time, and if I wouldn't have, people would have been like, you did that on purpose, and you just didn't want me to be, or say something, or this is against everything you think. So it was very respectful on both ends, you guys. I believe it was. She does have a different opinion on things. I do, I told you, you got to show me. I'm just saying. And I don't mind if you show me and it's not what I wanted it to be. But I guarantee you the end result is better than me assuming something and then it is not. You feel what I'm saying? Charges mean nothing in this corrupt world. Cover-ups and injustice. Sometimes they will charge you with a whole bunch of stuff, wanting you to, tell them, you know. But do look at, like what she says, do look at what she was saying. Look at the Breonna Williams and Taylor Williams case with the baby Taylor Williams. They charged her with this. Then they charged her with that. Then they came back and charged her with this. Then charged her with that. Then they found the body. Then they start charging her with a whole bunch of stuff. They're charging this young lady with a whole bunch of stuff. There's no body. And if she don't tell on herself, there's no body. They're gonna continue to look. And when they find, that's when you're gonna really see the charges. But right now, I think it's just, you know, right. Dang if you do, and dang if you don't. Uh, they can only assume because people can make videos up. People can say things. If I wanted to, oh, I could come with this master plan to never give this child back. And I'm just saying, you guys, never to give this child back. Maybe I can get away with it. I don't know. And say you know, I don't know. Why would you tell them you killed the baby, or why would you put it on your phone? And if you did in this, they're gonna find it. I respect her decision, but until they find a body part or large amount of blood, I'm hoping King is alive. Yeah. Uh-oh, we got somebody else calling in. Hey, this is SP. Who's calling? Hello?
Hey, SK,
What's going on?
nothing much. Are you still in your line?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm just going to make a short statement, and I'm going to leave it right there.
Okay, because my phone is going dead.
Okay. Lord, somebody else here blowing the horn. Okay. In any case, there have been cases where a body may not have been recovered, but it's up to them to prove how likely or not.
Right.
When it comes to forensics, when you have phone evidence or video evidence or any type of recording, you better not touch it. That's a specific field for the forensic team, because one touch, you could erase any information that's there. And my only problem with this video supposedly of P Park,
Mm-hmm.
when they announced this was coming from, I assume, the newscaster or the police department when they made the statement that they absolutely had video evidence
Mm-hmm.
of this murder taking place
Right.
on film. It has been reviewed. So
Right.
once we have that, it should be in their custody. And then we have Cody, as of yesterday, saying that there was absolutely no video.
Right.
So if the police are saying they had it, then who touched it? To erase it, destroy it? Was it through their own fault? So we have a lot of opinions and opinions and speculations, and everybody into their feelings. So we have to look when it comes to forensics, when it comes to truth, like TT was saying, if they have evidence, trust and believe forensics is involved. Rather it be a knife, a suitcase, or something.
Exactly. That's Lady TR.
Okay, PR, I'm sorry. So she expressed herself very well. So we have to be careful. And like you said, there are going to be groups that's pro and con. I think we're in the group that we're all hoping that King's body.
Yeah, I think we're in the
or
pro king right now. We're hoping and we're praying for this child. I think
Right,
we're in that group, and
right.
yeah, I'm pretty sure of it, without a doubt.
We're hoping and we're praying that either this baby's body is returned or this baby himself is returned.
Yeah.
But trust and believe, with all these people involved and the information that's getting out there, whether it's speculation, hearsay, phony pages, or whatever, it's gonna draw a conclusion, and we're gonna have some answers. So
Right.
everybody just sit tight and
Right.
stay pro, because we are here for the children. That's what WFC is all about. And whatever, whoever, however is involved, it'll come to light. We just gotta stay focused.
Okay.
And that's all I wanted to say. But forensics is most definitely based on truth. And with the truth, you cannot tell a lie.
Well, the truth don't change.
No, it don't. And it never will.
Right. Right.
So that's just my thought. And I wanted to chime in and
Alrighty.
we're going to send a positive note. And we got things to come.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Thank you. Okay, you guys, my phone been going dead, and I'm sitting by this charger. We're gonna come on live at 5 Monday. We might do a pop in later on. I'm gonna get off of here. I like all the conversations that we had today. I hope I wasn't really all, whatever, all opinionated. But it is what it is. Everybody has their own opinion. I'm gonna get off here. My house is starting to move around too. So I will see you guys later. Thank you, TR, for calling in. Thank you, V Honey, for calling in. Thank everybody for coming in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up as you go out and visit Nora's Closet. Tell her SP sent you. Go over there and check her out, you guys. All right, I'm finna get off of here. Bye.